Welcome back to BYU Sports Nation live in Studio B. I am Spencer Linton. To my left sits Jarom Jordan, and to his left is our next guest, former BYU and NFL linebacker David Nixon, part of our Countdown to Kickoff crew, and the brother-in-law of the man who just racked in $22.5 million guaranteed for a unique hybrid contract.
Is he paying for dinner every time now?
Golf is on Taysom for the next 10 years. Yes. Yeah. He's paying all my green fees from here on out. Let it be noted.
We were trying to, green being the operative color there. We were trying to figure out, like, in NFL history, the biggest guaranteed money. So Steve Young, the $40 million man, that's got to be number one, right?
With BYU guys, yeah.
Yeah, with BYU guys. We don't care about anybody else. Zach Wilson, 23.5. Taysom, 22.5. We were wondering about
Fred
Ziggy.
Warner. What did Fred get?
Was Fred in that space,
I thought he was like 40,
wasn't he?
40 or
That's
50.
right, he was 40. It's a $95 million contract, but
Fred
I want to say
Fred
like
was big
40
money.
guaranteed.
Okay, that's why we brought you on. Thanks for coming on.
Yeah.
Coming up. No, big time.
It's big time.
Big time. And the validation of the value he brings, even if he's not the starter, is really high.
Yeah, it goes to show you what how Sean Payton and the whole Saints organization values him. And to your point, I've seen a lot of people on Twitter being like, I can't believe this money. The thing is, Taysom is setting a market that has never existed. And I'm in commercial real estate, so we talk a lot about comps, right? Like comps on certain buildings, or you talk about comps on homes.
Shout out to Jim Balderson.
There you go. The thing with Taysom, there's no other comp. He set the market. There's nobody else like Taysom in the entire NFL that can go in and play quarterback last year and go 3-1 as a starter. He can come in this year, score touchdowns on the goal line. They'd love to go to him. He can block. He can go out for passes. He can run them. I mean, there's nobody else like him. So when you go to say, I can't believe he got this much money, so-and-so got this much, there's nobody you can compare him to. And I think that's why, since he's so unique, that's why he gets compensated the way he's getting compensated. Mm-hmm. And so it's awesome. I mean, it's well-deserved. The guy's been through everything. I mean, even this year he's been banged up. For him to get compensated that way it's awesome. We're obviously pretty stoked for him.
Yeah, absolutely.
I saw a Falcons fan, longtime rivals of the Saints, say $22.5 million guaranteed for Walmart Tim Tebow, and then Saints fans were like, "You mean Tim Tebow's Walmart Taysom Hill?"
Yes.
Yeah. If you're a Falcons fan, you need to sit this conversation out after he torched you twice
2-0
last year. So just go ahead and sit this one out.
Exactly.
Fred Warner, $40.5 million guaranteed. I love that $5 million because it means he got more than Steve.
Well, there you go.
That was probably the top of mind.
He's like, hey, as a Niners guy, just one request from the USFL situation, which is coming back, by the way.
So we had an interesting conversation about Taysom earlier in the show, and to Jarom's point, we should enjoy what's happening. It is unique. It is awesome. But admittedly, for me, there is a piece, knowing that Taysom wants to be a starting quarterback, where I'm like, it just feels like there's something missing there. And so admittedly, I'm enjoying what he's doing, but I want, for his sake, especially with Trevor Siemian starting in New Orleans, for Taysom Hill to get that shot. Because I'm looking at, he started 4 games last year. He won 3 of them. What has he done to not deserve to be the starter in New Orleans right now?
Yeah, be injured?
Yeah, I think some injuries, some he's dealing with some stuff. I think he'll get a shot. I'll just say that. I think he'll get a shot at some point this season to be the starter. I think he's getting through injuries and dealing with things like that. But I think his time will come. In the meantime, it is tough. I'll be honest. If you're Sean Payton, it is tough because Taysom does bring so much to the field to the game and to the team as kind of this hybrid player, right? And when you get a guy like Trevor Siemian who has been a starter in the NFL and you can keep Taysom on the field at the same time, that's a huge plus. And we know that Sean loves to move him around and use him as that Swiss Army knife and use him as that weapon all throughout the field. So I can see the predicament that Sean's in because he's got a guy that started. He wants to keep Taysom on the field. You take Taysom as quarterback, and now you've eliminated one player. And it's no secret that the Saints are dealing with health issues across the whole board, offense and defense. And so when you take that into account, I understand where he's coming from. But Taysom wants to play quarterback, obviously. I think his time will come this year, maybe sooner than later. We'll see. But at the same time, I was texting with Taysom yesterday. Hey, he's happy. You get your payday, and he's happy with where he's at.
Of course he's happy, baby. $22.5 million, let's go.
Yeah.
I know he wants to play more, and he's so competitive, and the fact that he's gone from undrafted, free agent to this point is just tremendous. Like, only Ziggy rivals the zero to hero range there, which is pretty crazy. Okay, let's in the final couple minutes here, let's talk BYU and USC. 10-2 up for grabs. USC no slouch though. If you just look at the numbers, USC stinks. But then you look at the jersey and you go, oh, wait. It's USC. You played against USC, right?
I did.
Freshman year?
Yeah, I played in the Coliseum. That was one of my games there. So, that's the scary thing about this USC team is, their record shows that they've struggled. And obviously the coaching carousel with head coach gone and all that. The tough thing about USC is the talent. Because if those guys want to show up and play, they can blow anybody off the field. It's the question is, do they want to show up and play? And that's been the biggest question mark for USC this whole season is which team's going to show up. And I think that's the scary thing for BYU. I saw a quote from the head coach of USC right now, the interim head coach, where he said, hey, we're treating this as a bowl game or a playoff game in the sense that we've got to win the next 2 to become bowl eligible and get to play an extra game.
They had a rescheduled game with Cal after this.
Exactly. Yeah. So I think there's a lot right on the line for them as players, and so I think they're going to come out with a little added emotion. And so if I'm BYU, I'm just a little cautious going this game, knowing that their records doesn't show their ability and what they can actually produce on the field. So I think BYU hopefully will be prepared. It's a great game. I love this game. Despite their record, it's still USC at the end of the day.
Amen.
David, I fully expect BYU to be number 13 when the new college football playoff rankings are revealed tonight at 7 Eastern on ESPN. And just in front of them, probably Michigan State and Oregon, based on those 2 lopsided losses by those teams earlier this week. Crazy stuff.
They got destroyed.
If BYU's at number 13, and given what is scheduled to happen with some attrition over the next few weeks, conference championship Saturday in the first week of December, do you believe BYU legitimately has New Year's 6 hopes?
I give it 50-50. I think,
that high?
Yeah, I think BYU has a shot at it. If everything falls into place, and there's still a lot of football to be played with conference championships, like you said, and these last few weeks can get nutty, right? As far as the end of the season, guys are dealing with injuries, guys are sitting out, et cetera. We saw with Oregon. Oregon had their 2 best receivers, 2 of their 3 best receivers out.
Yeah.
And so, everyone's dealing with these issues at this point in the season. So it can get a little crazy. I think there's a shot that for sure BYU could find their way into it. I think it's a long shot, so maybe 50-50 might be a little high. Maybe that's more wishful thinking.
For a man who understands odds. Yeah.
I would love to see them find a way to be in a New Year's 6. Obviously, all of us would.
Yeah.
But I'm also confident that they take care of business this week. I think ESPN and Tom Homo, I think they'll find a way to be in a better bowl than the Independence Bowl.
BYU has not accepted independence, which tells you everything.
Yeah.
Obviously holding out for New Year's 6 or something better. Awesome.
David, great to hear from you, my friend. After further review, we look forward to it.
I just need my cowbell. Where'd my cowbell go?
I need more cowbell and gold records. Coming up.